What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? DoctorDDub here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play RollerCoaster Tycoon. I want to start off by making a slight change to where I had the entrance on this ride. It's not working out quite like I thought it was going to, so I'm going to go ahead and close it down real quick just so I can adjust that. It's a quick fix. It's not something I saw last episode when I built this, but it's something now that looking at it an episode later, I'm seeing that it could be a little bit better. And it still looks nice. I honestly think it looks better. Kind of with, I thought I wasn't going to like having supports here, but it kind of gives an illusion that it's up on a hilltop, which it is. So I think that's going to work out a little bit better. And also, while I was editing last episode, I realized that what I thought was the case is not actually the case. The music, although it is gentle style on Papyrus Plummet, and it's also gentle style on Lotus Lullaby, is anyone even writing this? No, they're not. It's too expensive. Even though it's gentle style on both rides, the music doesn't line up, and it sounds not so great. So I'm actually going to turn it off on Papyrus Plummet and leave it just on Lotus Lullaby. I think that is a good decision, and I'm sticking with it. And why did someone... Oh, man. Normally, I don't think people have the... Like, it's not in the game's code to allow people to throw up in queue lines when they're treated as a queue. But when I removed that entrance, this became just regular footpath. And so someone threw up in the line. So that's not good. And I don't assign handymen to cover my lines because normally it's not necessary. But alright, somehow we have come into an exorbitant amount of money. And what better way to get rid of an exorbitant amount of money than to buy an exorbitant amount of land. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to buy out all of this, as much as I can at least. I'll be right back. Alright, shopping spree complete. There are a few more tiles that drive me nuts here that I can't buy for whatever reason, so we're going to have to deal with those. But that completely fills out the rest of our park on the right half here. We still have all of this over here to buy, but I don't think I have enough money to buy all that. So I'm not going to do that quite yet. We'll probably finish developing this in this episode and possibly the next. I'm only planning on going over by 1, maybe 2 episodes on this park, because we're going to be completing our objective in this episode, but I want to do probably 1 or 2 more episodes after that just to really realize this park's potential. And I want to go ahead and do a water slide like I mentioned, because this is, again, going to be sort of our water corner, if you will, the Oasis and all the greenery. And I still plan on doing some of those little puddles down here. So I think that could look very nice. But we do need to get footpath over here first. I don't know if I need to do it first, but I need to do it at some point. And I'm thinking now is as good a time as any, just so I kind of can see where I want to line my station up. And I know I originally mentioned that I only wanted my water rides to come off of this stretch of path right here, but just looking how it's laid out right now, I don't really see that happening. So we're not going to connect it up yet, but we're going to lay the path so I can kind of see where this is going to line up. So we'll actually start it right there. I think that could work. And I'm just trying to get this somewhere in the general area of this back portion of our park. So we can have one walkway going up this direction, another one coming down off this maybe. I think that could work. Bring it down here. And this is what I love about just custom park design. You can do whatever the heck you want with your walkways. And I think that's gonna work nicely. And we'll start our water slide in this general area. That's good enough for now. Let's go ahead and get this going. All right, so I want to probably do it along. I don't want to do it right up against the edge there. So we'll back it off a little bit, but that's going to run us right into that. So we'll have to do it by even more. So we'll run it right there. Man, that one tile is just, it's the worst. And I don't think we need that much station, but we just went ahead and built it, and we're pretty good on money right now, so I'm not too concerned about, well, not that station is much more expensive than other types of trek for this ride, but oh my goodness, look at this. We're building up a hill, so we have the ability to take it up so high. Oh, that's cool. We're at 27, and we started at 6. This could be nuts. And by could be, I mean it's going to be nuts. Okay, so I'm thinking this can stretch. This is going to be a long water slide. Okay, so we'll take that up. Ooh, I don't know if that's doable. We started at 27 and we're at 17. I think that's doable. As long as we keep it enclosed, I don't think anyone will explode inside that or crash and die. So we'll actually take it up even higher there. I don't know if this will work. We'll find out together though. And then let's bring it back down to whatever's ground level right here, which I think is 2 tiles higher. 1 tile higher. So that's 15. Now let's open this up. We need to get a little bit of curvature going in here. Ooh, this is going to be so cool when it's all said and done. I want to kind of bring it back. So this will be kind of it's very narrow right here. And I wanted to bring it down all the way here just to kind of force perspective. It's going to run the length of this portion, but I want it to get a little bit busier back in this portion right here. So we're coming up on that section right now, actually. Oh, sorry. I had a burp coming on there. Oops. Okay, so we'll drop this a little bit, and then this is where it's... Oh, that's so annoying. And then this is where it's going to get... I was going to say going to get weird, but it's not weird, but it's going to get a little bit busier. And I think I can clear that. Yeah, there we go. Once I do that, and we'll do another S-bend and drop it a little bit down to 10. I think that should work. And this is probably going to be a trial and error ride because I have no idea how much speed we're going to have through all this. I'm thinking we have enough to go up a little bit there. I'm hoping. If not, you know, we'll come back and fix it because we've got the money and we've got the time. I'm not constricted by my 4-year objective anymore, which is honestly very freeing. I feel like I can be much more creative with my park and kind of do more of what I want and not what I need, which is kind of a nice change, to be completely honest. But let's make sure we're going to complete our objective. I've honestly forgotten what it is. 1,000 guests, year 4, park rating 600. Okay, we will definitely meet that. We have 250 more than we need. Let's bring this all the way down here. We'll go up a little bit, and I want to do it open because I think that could be cool. And hopefully that'll have enough speed to drop down and kind of flush out this back portion. And I'm trying to keep in mind, what if I did like a little body of water right here and we kind of work our way around it? I think that could be kind of cool. We'll do one more there. And look at that. That's nice. Okay, so that's our water slide. And I already have a name for it, which I think is kind of punny. And let's just give it the name. In deNile. Oh, but it's a play on words. Do you get it? Actually, I might do in deNile. In deNile. No, we'll keep it like that. In deNile. Like the, which is day in Spanish, Nile River. In the Nile, or in deNile. You ever say a word so many times that it starts sounding wrong? That's exactly what's happening right now. The word deNile sounds like a word I just made up currently, which I know it's not, but that's how it's sounding right now. Okay, we'll actually make this line excessively long just to fit in nicely with the rest of our park, because all of our lines are ridiculously long, but I think it's kind of fun doing these so crazy, ridiculous lines. It's not something I get to do very often, so it's kind of fun. All right, and let's get handyman on all this walkway that I just placed, because I need to do that before I open it, because otherwise it's going to be abysmal. In other words, bad. Very, very bad. We'll hire probably 3 for all this section. And then obviously just 1 mechanic. We don't need it for all of this. Yeah, this is plenty of footpath for that one guy to cover. There we go. And then let's get... Niles. I'm thinking of Mile... Or, oh, what was the name of that show? The Eliza Thornberry and Nigel Thornberry. What is that show? I forget. It was on like Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network when I was a kid. I forget what it was called, but that's what I just thought of for whatever reason. Okay, let's go ahead and... Well, no, we need to paint this first. Paint our dinghies. So I want this to be... What color do we need? We're going to do green and blue. I want to keep it in the color palette of this. And since there's no blue like the water channels on both a River Rapids and a log flume ride, we need to make the inside, I'm thinking, a blue. Which I think is, it's very pretty. That's a nice color. Yeah, I like that. I like this blue better. We'll do that. Actually, do I like this better? No, I don't. I like this. I think that's what I just had. Yeah, we'll stick with that. And then for the green on the outside, that's ugly. That works better with that other blue. That's hideous. And that's also hideous. Okay, we're going to do this other blue, and we're going to do this green, which, is that what it defaulted to? I think it is. But I like that paint color. Paint color? Paint scheme? Paint job? You guys know what I mean. I like that combination of colors. And then let's do... what would be a good... What would orange look like? I think orange could be kind of cool. It's a very different contrast. Let's do orange and white. That's kind of neat. Yeah, we'll try that. Let's go ahead and test in deNile just to make sure no one's gonna die riding this thing. But, oh my goodness, that is a long chain lift. Oh, I should probably close this down in case something bad happens, which it's now probably going to, now that I have 3 dinghies instead of just the 1. I kind of built this with the intention of having to modify it slightly, because I did a lot of, well, I brought this up to what, 27? Which is 21. Oh, I should probably watch boat 1 just to make sure I can clear all this. And I need to make sure to remember that when people are on this, it will be moving faster. So if I go over a crest with a good amount of speed, but it still clears it, people might be dying if they're actually on it when that happens. But so far, so good. This is coming out nicely. Except that's probably not going to work. Yeah. Okay. Actually, it might with people on it. But again, if I do this, if I ever have a boat that launches without people on it, we're going to be in trouble. So this will actually probably have the ability... Woo! There we go, guys. Sorry to break that train of thought, but this is worthy of it. We have just completed our objective on Pacific Pyramids / Atlantic Oasis, which was to have 1,000 guests in our park at the end of October year 4 with a park rating of at least 600. Our park rating was actually not flawless this park. I'm not sure what makes that different, but it wasn't. I'm okay with that though. That is still a very good park rating. And company value is in the toilet because our loan is so large. I think we have a Docotor? No, Doctor. DoctorDDub. That is not my name. All right, objective is complete. Let's get back to this. So we're probably, like I said like I said earlier, this episode, we're probably going to do 2 more episodes on this park. I think that gives us, where does that line up? I think it's 1 further. That's going to give us plenty of time to flush out the rest of this park. I'm thinking of doing 1 more massive ride over here, and then possibly 2 more over here. So that might take 1 to 2 more episodes to complete, probably 2. I don't know if I've ever built 3 massive coasters in 1 episode while also decorating them, because that's something I plan on doing. Because that's the reason I'm extending this park out, is I think it could be something amazing. I don't just want to fill space. I want to actually make it look good, which has been my objective from day 1 in this park. Now that that's open, though, let's go ahead and let people experience denial. Or being in denial. That's kind of funny. They get to be in denial, literally. I love wordplay so much. I use it entirely too much, but I love it, so I don't care. All right, we'll get the lampposts. Can only be built on paths. I know that game, thank you. Add some light to this area to light up their world. Sorry, I'm all on the wordplay now, so my apologies. We'll add just a few trash cans. That should be good. And let's actually add another restroom over here. This is kind of getting far out, dude, from the rest of our park. So let's help everyone out by giving them a place to take care of their business. Oh, what am I doing? That's clearly not going to work. I am a goof. So can we S-bend right and then back to the left just to make it somewhat interesting instead of just a straight shot forever? Okay, we'll test and open. That should work this time. I'm not as worried about it as I was. Yeah, that'll definitely work this time. And we'll charge $5 to start. 5? 6? People? You want to ride it still? Yeah, you do. All my water rides, people want to ride. What are you waiting for? Okay, now they're just getting awful. All right, so let's beautify this area a little bit. So I want to do a little bit of water here. And now that I've done this a little bit, I'm not as keen on showing you everything I do or all the little details of it. So I'm going to go a little bit quicker than I did the last 2 episodes when it came to decorating all this stuff. Let's actually expand that out a little bit. I think it looks kind of strange. Yeah, we'll leave a little bit of sand in the corner there. There we go. That's nice and purty. And we'll add a couple more of these. I wanted to do one like right here and have it... Actually, I can do one like under this. If that doesn't make sense, give me a second, and it will. I need to add some... I don't want to make this as lush as this. It is our Oasis after all, and these are just kind of side pools. I don't know what you would call them. So I'm not going to do anything crazy. I'm just going to stick with the shrubs and maybe a tree, like, or two at max. I don't want to go overboard. And the trees we do, it's a doo-doo. The trees we end up doing here are just going to be these smaller palm trees. I don't want to do the big ones. So 2, 3 trees there I think is nice. And let's actually do another one of these kind of standing pools underneath the station. I think this could be kind of sweet. And what if we actually expand it out to where this is like a bridge? Yeah, there we go. I might have lowered that one too many in one place or another. I don't know. But we'll raise the water up here. I think that's how much I wanted to do it. Yeah? No? Let me actually change the land over here more because I want the water to extend this direction more. Just to give it the illusion of... Well, not the illusion. Just to be larger than it is. Not to give the appearance that it's larger than it is. Now it's actually larger than it was. Perfect. Okay, and then we need to greenify this area. We'll do that real quick here. Getting a little bit more haphazard with this, and I kind of like it. You go quick, you make it messy, and it ends up looking better. All right, and then we will add our shrubbery. If any of you have ever watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail, anytime I hear the word shrubbery, that is immediately what my mind goes to. That movie is hilarious. I know it's pronounced hilarious. Thank you. All right, and we'll add some trees. Again, not too many, but enough. Look at that. That's so nice. A little bit of green here and there, and that just really makes this area back here come together. And I feel like we need one more up here to really kind of round out. And it's already kind of submerged. So if we just lower that all by one more... I gotta be wary of this tile, because that's gonna make things look ugly if I get too close to that. So I need to make sure to not lower it too much. There we go. I'm stopping there, just to play it safe. Because fixing your mistakes when it comes to modifying land in this game is awful. We'll actually lower... all this down. I think that would look better being water. That little corner piece right there. There we go. And if we just add all this back in. Same goes with that tile right there. Lower these corners to make it beautimous. And then with that, we should be done with our water. Perfect. And you guys know the drill. Greenery, and then shrubbery, and then treery. Trees? Treery? Greenery? Trees? You guys, you get me, right? Alright, and I wish I could... that one little tile of sand. If only we could put, like, generators or something in there to make it look like an actual theme park. We've got those little sections that are kind of cut off from the rest of the park, surrounded by fences. That are usually themed with the area, but little fences to keep the unsightliness of it out. Perfect. Add a few of these. Boom, done. So quick and easy. I was going to say painless, but it's kind of painful looking at that eyesore. And man, this came out so much nicer than I anticipated. This whole back section, this greenery, Oasis water area, it makes it so lush, like compared to the rest of everything, which is all one color. This really breaks it up, and I think that is beautiful. That is going to do it for 1, this episode, and 2, this kind of section of our park. We have built all of the water rides that we can. We don't have any more, so that's going to do it for all of our sort of water section. I think it came out amazing. I am so incredibly happy with this, and it's making me want to do more things like this in the future with custom terraforming, and oh man, it just looks so cool. And the further out I zoom, I think the cooler it looks. But all right, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode where we will end up finishing. We will definitely finish this section, and we'll probably purchase and start working on this portion over here. And then in the episode after that, we will finish up this park and move on to the next. But again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. And until then, as always, take care.